And you sure you don't want a bowl of rice munchies?
No, I don't like rice munchies.
Okay, today we have to pretend to like rice munchies. And smile a lot and do everything the grown-ups tell you to do. So the man with the camera can take lots of pictures of Amber and the whole world can see how pretty she is. And then Mummy will have enough to pay for tap lessons.
Ah, good morning. You sleep well? Mm-hmm. Sorry, that room can be a little cold. Help yourself to juice, breakfast. Do you some eggs if you like.
No, thanks. Grab a coffee later.
Well, if you hang on, I'll give you a lift if you like.
Hello, Mrs. Tenby.
Oh, Mrs. Lent.
You look nice. Is that a new scarf?
This? Oh, no, I have had it for some time.
Well, I think you look very smart.
Well, thank you.
Mummy, stop!
Don't you want to look pretty when you have your picture taken?
I want to play with Bella.
Mummy just needs a few more minutes. There we are. Perfect. Now, Mummy wants you to be a good girl today and listen to what people say. You do just what the man with the camera tells you to do, because then you're going to be famous. And everyone will see how special Amber is. And you can have everything you want. How does that sound?
Can Bella come too?
If you insist. Come on, coat on. Ooh, what have you got in your... Look, just stay still. There's a good girl. Let Mummy have a look.
Don't.
Oh, for goodness sake, what have you been doing to yourself?
It's itchy.
Oh, all right. All right. All right, well, just try not to scratch it. Well, it has to happen today, of all days. I don't know. Other arm, come on.
Mrs. Harris, nice to see you again. And you, Mrs. Cooper. Now, I have bought sustenance for the troops. My legendary peanut and banana muffins.
Oh, well, that's very generous of you. You can put them there next to my famous flapjacks. Well, the new vicar should be very impressed.
Now, is there any news on his arrival?
I have it on very good authority that today is the day.
Really? Well, I hope he's hungry when he arrives. Your flapjacks can be very filling.
So, who's this?
Bella.
Bella, pretty thing. Almost as pretty as you. Do you have a look? Okay. Any change in the type of soap you used recently?
So, we only use cleanser.
Okay, you might want to take a break from that.
Oh, it's good stuff. I mean, all the stars use it, and it's not cheap.
All the same, it might not be suitable for delicate complexions. Any change in diet?
All organic, everything fresh, no refined sugars.
Okay, we'll give you something to make you feel better. All right. Something's not agreeing with her.
I just can't think what it could be.
Well, it could be some kind of allergy, possibly eczema. Fortunately, it's not too bad. Worth keeping an eye on. I'd get some aqueous cream from the chemist.
Chemist? Well, can't you just give her something to cover it up? I mean, it's so ugly.
I can barely see it.
But she needs to be glowing and confident, especially today.
What's so special about today?
It's probably easier if I show you. If you've got 5 minutes.
So, tell me what is on the agenda.
Well, Mrs. Harris and Mrs. Cooper have already offered to give the woodwork and the brassware a final polish. And I thought you might like to work alongside me.
Oh, well, I thought that maybe
Arranging the flowers?
Really?
It's a very important job, especially when we're expecting such an important guest. And you do have such a flair for that kind of thing.
Well, in that case, actually, floral art is one of my specialities. Well, I would be honored to work with you.
Here she is winning Little Miss Letherbridge. And, this is her modelling the preschool range from Minnie Mode's catalogue. Amber's the one at the back. Sorry, there. Behind that funny-looking ginger boy.
She certainly has been a busy girl.
Oh, well, this is just the start. When she's the face of Rice Munchies, things will really take off.
Sorry?
Oh, she's down to the last 2. They're taking test shots today, so she needs to look her best.
Well, I doubt that'll show in photos. Anyway, surely they retouch everything these days. So, now if there's nothing else...
Hurry up, Amber. We haven't got all day. Amber?
Roses, how lovely.
Yeah, red roses.
Left over from Valentine's Day. Someone overordered, I expect. Do you mind if I...
Oh, no, not at all. I would much prefer to work with the white blossom.
Oh, well, that's agreed then. These will look lovely next to the pulpit. Nice and welcoming for the new vicar.
Do you not think that they are a bit, well, showy?
Showy? Well, I thought they'd stand out beautifully.
A mistake, I think, to associate them with a man of such piety, given their connotations.
I'm not sure I know what you mean.
Longing, lust, desire. It is a little inappropriate when we hardly know the man.
Well, what do white roses signify?
Well, reverence, innocence, and most of all, humility. A most important virtue, do you not think?
Oh, one of the best. On the other hand, all these hidden meanings, they'd probably be lost on most people.
On an educated man like the vicar? No, he will appreciate the reference.
Oh, well, looks like I'll have to find somewhere else for my arrangement.
But maybe they could go here, at the back. Or right over there, by the organ.
Hi there. You must be the Trowbridges. And Amber, I'm Mitzi. I'll be looking after you today. If there's anything you need, feel free to ask.
Actually, there is something. Am I right in thinking that after today there'll be no more callbacks?
Officially, the client is looking at a couple of options, but between you and me, they want a decision today. It's been a long journey, but yes, this is it.
And any more tips on what exactly they're looking for?
Brief's quite vague. Peaches and cream. Healthy, regular little girls seems to be what they're after.
Oh, we can do that. Stop it, Amber. Sit still. And that's the other option.
Let's just focus on getting Amber settled for now, shall we? Would you like a drink, sweetheart?
Oh, she's fine. We'll grab something afterwards. Amber?
I usually help settle them down.
Oh, she doesn't need to settle. She's a professional. Take your hand away from your face, sweetheart. She's fine.
She does look a little bit rosy. Are you feeling okay, Amber? My head hurts. Are you sure you shouldn't?
It was just a rush to get here. We got a little bit waylaid. She'll be right as rain in a second. Amber.
Got any plans for lunch?
I was hoping to see Heston.
Oh, that's a shame. I think you've just missed him. Is there anything I can do to help?
No, it's all right. I'll call him on his mobile.
Well, I think he's on one of his fancy lunches that'll probably be switched off.
That's all right. I'll text him.
Well, do I expect a speedy reply if there's a...
Amber, over here, please.
I want to go home. Bella wants to go home. Why can't we go home?
You've got tap dancing later. You wouldn't want to miss that.
Sorry about the hold-up. We're just setting up the lights. Is there anything I can get you? Tea, coffee? Would you like a muffin, Amber?
Oh, not while she's working.
You're asking about the look. I've just heard creative are after something more urban and edgy rather than cutesy pie. I'm not sure the curls are quite right.
Oh, Amber can do urban and edgy. Can't you, sweetheart?
I must say you've excelled yourself. Oh, although... There now. Perfect.
And with those red roses, you have made a blessing out of a false friend. I cannot deny it. Positioned beautifully. There for everyone to see, but not shouting too loudly.
A job well done. Even if we do say so ourselves.
I cannot deny it. We make a crack team.
The new vicar will be very impressed. Oh, hello. It looks like we've got a visitor. Oh, no. No. What on earth does he think he's doing?
Up to no good, probably.
Well, he's not doing it here. You'll have to get rid of him before the vicar gets here.
But me?
Well, I'm sure you can persuade him. Oh, go on. You're so much better at this kind of thing than I am.
Mummy, you're hurting me.
Then stand still.
I'm thirsty.
Well, you'll have to wait. Okay, that'll have to do. Come on. Have you been scratching this? Because I told you, you can't do that.
5 minutes, guys.
Can I help you?
Been wandering around all morning. It's freezing out there. Thought I'd come in for a bit.
Well, this is not a refuge. This is a place of reflection and contemplation. And unfortunately...
You're too busy for lost souls.
No, we are expecting someone else, someone rather important. So now is probably not the best time.
I'm just trying to find some peace.
Wait. It is very cold outside. Sit down. Please. A few more minutes will not do any harm.
Perfect. Look at you. Would you like to follow me?
Go with the lady. I'll be right here. And remember, smile. And don't scratch.
I have never been a fan of the old ragged cross. A little too righteous for my liking.
What about abide with me?
Oh, now that is a hymn. Mrs. Land, I was just informing our visitor of our hours of worship. He is hoping to join us for morning service.
I'm so sorry to interrupt. Might I have a quick word, Mrs. Temby?
Yes. Yes, of course. Excuse me.
I thought you were going to get rid of him.
He is cold and lonely and looking for a place to worship.
Well, tell him to try that multi-faith drop-in centre in East Letherbridge. They take all sorts there.
But it is so far away.
Nevertheless, you know who will be here in a minute, and this just creates completely the wrong impression.
Maybe this isn't the place for me.
Please wait. Stay, at least until you are feeling better. I will make you a nice cup of tea.
Look up, please. Yes, and look down towards the bowl of rice munchies. Can you take your hand away from the face, please? Somebody get the mother. The talon's bleeding.
Young people are at the very heart of our congregation. We have a very strong youth group. Oh, you should have seen our nativity.
That sounds great. You know, you're lucky to be part of all this.
Oh, yes. Yes, I feel very lucky.
I probably strayed too far from the path of righteousness for your lot.
Well, you strike me as a man of great faith.
Can't say it hasn't been tested.
Which, in my experience, only makes it stronger.
Maybe.
I used to have a nice house, decent job, but I let it all slip away. Now what have I got to show for my life, eh? Nothing.
You should not be ashamed. Poverty is not a sin.
No, but the stuff I was hooked on is.
You were an addict.
You name it. Women, drink, smack. I've had my share of them all.
You could not find the strength to stop.
That's temptation for you, once it gets you in its grip.
But surely there are places for people like yourselves. A clinic, maybe.
I've tried. Just get sucked back into my old ways. So here I am. Still hoping.
I'm sorry, I know how much this meant to you.
You can see how devastated she is. Is there no way that
We could work on the images on the computer, but she's just so fidgety. We can't work with her like that.
But she's so right for this. I know she is. What if I were to bring her back later when she's calmed down?
The thing is...
Please. It is costing me a fortune to give Amber everything it takes. We could really do with this break.
I'm not sure that I can...
You can see how heartbroken she is. Is there no way you can give her one more chance? Please?
We have the studio booked till 5:30. If you think she can rally, I'll have a word with the photographer. No promises, mind.
Thank you. We'll be back shortly. Okay, come on.
It's all right. Just hold still.
I was hoping you could give her something for her nerves. She's been in such a state with it.
Mom!
It's all right, darling.
Perhaps you'd like to explain.
It's only concealer. It's brilliant. Covers a multitude of sins.
Yeah. It says for adult complexions.
I know. It's only a light coating. You should see some of the tricks the other mothers pull.
It's all right.
You might want to put some of that cake aside. If we're not careful, there'll be none left for the vicar.
You should not be sleeping rough tonight. I will telephone one of the local refuge, see if they have a proper bed.
You're joking, aren't you? It's on a first-come, first-served basis. I never get there in time.
They will not refuse me.
Nah, no thanks. You've done enough already.
Nonsense. Turn away a stranger coming in from the cold? Now, what would Jesus say?
Would you seriously risk Amber's health for some advertising job?
You make it sound like she's labouring in a sweatshop. She gets to wear pretty clothes, work with creative people, be adored. Hopefully there'll be some travel if she lands this job.
And a few perks for Mum too.
Hey, this is all about Amber and her career.
I'm not interested in Amber's career. I'm worried about her health.
Well, thank you, Doctor, for your thoughts. But I think I know what my own daughter needs. Come on, Amber. The man with the camera's waiting for us. Look, hurry up or we're going to be late.
I feel funny.
Whoa,
Amber?
okay. Have a seat, have a seat. You got up a bit too quickly, that's all.
I'm sorry, Mummy.
Oh, don't worry, sweetheart. Nobody's angry with you. She's been out of sorts all day. I thought she was just playing up.
Have a sip of that. I don't suppose she's eaten much either.
No time the day we've had.
Here we go.
Oh, no, she doesn't have sweets.
We need to get her blood sugars up.
Why, what's wrong with her?
Well, I would have thought that's obvious. The poor girl's exhausted. There we go.
Right, I'm going to head home, make a start on dinner. Lasagna, all right?
Yeah?
I'll leave it in the oven.
Why?
I'm going to go and see a mate, give you some space.
Howard, don't. I could do with some company.
Well, I haven't been much use so far, have I?
Oh, you're here. That's enough.
So what's happening with you and Sam?
He wants to go to Switzerland.
Thank you.
You're welcome. The best thing I can suggest is a decent meal and a good night's sleep.
I hope you're not suggesting I don't know how to look after my own daughter.
Not at all. I'm just concerned with the pressure you're putting on her.
That's just something she has to deal with.
She's 7. She shouldn't have to deal with anything apart from playing with her dolls.
Playing. There's more to Amber's life than that. There's ballet on Tuesdays, music and movement on Wednesdays, singing on Thursdays.
Is it any wonder she's come out in a rash?
She will thank me for it one day. Do you think I had singing and dance classes at her age? I was 7th out of 8. Opportunity didn't come served on a plate in our house.
Look, I'm not saying you don't want what's best for your daughter, but before you throw Amber into modelling, make sure you're not denying her a proper childhood.
Well, I certainly don't want her to have the childhood I had.
Well, that's understandable. But have you ever thought to ask Amber what she wants?
To be treated like a princess. What little girl doesn't?
At what cost?
But she loves it, doesn't she?
Well, I think you should ask Amber, not me.
She won't say, not in front of you.
Well, you could try.
Amber, would you like to go to your dance lesson later?
No.
Maybe you'd like to go with Mummy to have your picture taken with a nice man?
No.
Why don't you tell the doctor what you would like this afternoon?
Ice cream?
You feeling better?
Yeah.
Great. Keep an eye on the rash. If it hasn't cleared up in a few days, come back. But I think a few days of just being a normal little girl will do the trick.
Don't worry, she's not going anywhere near a studio. Well, not until she asks to, anyway. You must think I'm such a fool. Pushy mother, hawking her child around town like a performing seal. I mean, what was I thinking?
Even with the best of intentions, we can all make mistakes.
I'd never do anything to hurt her.
What parent would?
Come on. Thank you.
Okay.
Better?
Much. It's all right here, you know. Yeah. No, I can see it's perhaps getting a little hot in here. Perhaps we'd all feel a little more comfortable if I slipped out of this whole thing.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to appear rude, but it really is time you were going now. We're expecting a very important visitor any moment.
Oh, goodness.
So if you would kindly just take your things and leave.
So selfish.
I agree. He can't be in his right mind even to consider it. Where's Heston when I need him? We could do it together.
He's Sam's GP. How'd you work that out?
Have him sectioned, of course.
What?
We're both medical professionals. We just declare that Sam is of an unfit state of mind, and we'd have to find a friendly social worker, though. But that's a minor detail.
Tastes great. But better like some ice cream. Open wide.
Yes, oh, hello. I was wondering about your modelling advert. What sort of age do they have to be?
Open wide.
Great.
Because it's completely unethical, that's why.
It would be fine. Anyway, needs must.
It's a ridiculous idea. You and Heston are far too close to Sam.
So, would you rather that I consulted a stranger?
Well, actually, somebody less emotionally involved might be able to look at the facts before offering a balanced view.
So you're suggesting that I get a stranger in who's just going to write Sam off, just like that?
No, I'm just saying that an assessment should be made by somebody who's impartial.
Impartial? You're a fine one to talk.
What do you mean by that?
Oh, you're hardly in a position to give an impartial view, are you?
Oh, hang on a minute. I'm looking out for your best interests here.
Best interests? I think it's best if we don't discuss who's doing what in whose best interests, don't you? We all know how convenient it would be if Sam was dead. Especially for you.
A pleasure to meet you too, Mrs. Harris. Oh, yes, thank you. Well, what can I say? A rather unconventional arrival. I hope it didn't distract you too much from your duties.
Not at all. I only hope we came up to your exacting standards.
Oh, no, it wasn't a test. It's just a little trick of mine. I always like to get an impression of a parish from the other side of the fence, as it were. Best way to see what work needs doing.
Hope you found everything to your satisfaction, Reverend Clement?
Oh, please, call me Gordon. And you can rest assured I can't fault a thing. The flowers are beautiful. Roses have always been a favorite. Oh, and the vestry, immaculate. And splendid cake. But most of all, I'm delighted to say I've witnessed a very fine example of Christian charity in action. If all my new parishioners are as kind and welcoming, I'm going to have a very enjoyable time at St. Bernadette's. Well, I look forward to worshipping together. Ladies.
This isn't my jam.
Yeah, I know. We've run out of strawberry.
We never run out.
She's my good Samaritan.
No.
You need to tell them what you did.
The blood in the toilet. Where's it come from? Have you hurt yourself?
Yeah.
And how was I thinking I was a fine figure of a man?
Tonight on BBC1, Alfie